thank you all very much for being the early risers and joining us. I think you're going to be absolutely fascinated by what we're going to be discussing today. It's wonderful to see our Neticat instructors here as well. Thank you for joining us. The Country Digital Acceleration Program was started 10 years ago, which is just a staggering thing for me to think about. 10 years ago, we were doing our very best to respond to the needs of world leaders. They all had these new national digital agendas that had been released, and they didn't know what to do with them. And so we helped them pull together different projects, execution plans, budgets, to help them take the first steps into the digital age. But you know what? I'm going to go ahead and show a video to celebrate our 10th anniversary, and it will go into more detail on what the CDA program is all about. So if you would, please roll the video.
Happy anniversary, CDA.
Cheers to 10 years.
Congratulations on a decade of impact.
Happy anniversary, CDA.
I am so excited to celebrate the 10th anniversary of CDA. I have the benefit of having been involved when this program was created, and it's just been an amazing, amazing program for Cisco and frankly for the countries where we operate. It's so logical. If we're going to invest in a country, let's align those investments with the priorities of the head of state in the country. It makes us a better citizen in that country. It makes us more impactful, and it really makes the heads of state really appreciate what we do there.
Around the world, leaders were releasing these national digital agendas. The problem was that they didn't have execution plans. And so Cisco stepped in and said, listen, if we can help you by reviewing this national digital agenda, turn it into an architecture, create individual projects and execution plans and budgets, would that be helpful? And there was a resounding yes from these world leaders. We took their national digital agenda, created that architecture, created those individual projects, and today we operate in 50 countries around the world. In those 50 countries, we have created 1,600 individual digitization projects in every vertical imaginable.
That's 1,600 customers, 1,600 partners, representing 1,600 stories of co-innovation, co-investment, and human impact.
I've worked with the CDA to put patient and staff voices at the very heart of designing the hospital of tomorrow.
Thanks to the CDA program, Cisco was very important for us to develop our digital platform.
With your support, we created a blended training room that bridges distances and brings people together from all corners of the world.
We are so glad to be part of the CDA program here in the Nordics.
Thanks to CDA and Cisco's initiatives, Ukrainian students gain access to top-tier educational resources. Schools are receiving modern equipment. Government benefits from powerful digital solutions.
You have built trust with people around the world. That is not easy to do. And your impact is not only good for Cisco from a business perspective, it's amazing for the world.
When the CDA program was live in Italy, we were, as Cisco, front page of the main newspapers. We completely changed the posture of Cisco Italy because of CDA.
Digital Skills for Mexican Women of the 21st Century is a program in which we have certified nearly 2,000 women in specialized courses, representing over 600,000 training hours. Congratulations, Cisco, on the first 10 years of this program.
The Cisco CDA program has been enriching our GovTech community here in Germany and abroad for well over a year now.
And thank you for the last years where you, together with us, made the port of Rotterdam a little bit smarter.
The pressure on digitization is increasing every day. The disruptive technologies are there and they're changing faster than ever before. And no matter in which country we are, they're all looking for help from a reliable partner like Cisco.
nós equipamos a Balsa Escola, com tecnologia para que essas populações com as quais o Senac trabalha, as quais o Senac atende, possa acessar a internet e possam acessar os cursos da Cisco. E isso transforma vidas.
The CDA program enables, through partnership of industry, academia and public service in the digital health sphere, to create solutions for real patient problems.
Over the past decade, CDA has made a remarkable contribution to driving innovation and digital transformation in our city.
Over those 10 years, it's remained true to the original concept, which is to use technology to deliver better outcomes for communities, economic growth, and also potentially growth for Cisco as well.
For me, CDA is all about unlocking opportunities to demonstrate to nations, industries, and communities what's truly possible through technology innovation.
CDA, the power of it is not just in keeping you at the cutting edge and the innovation edge of digitization, but it also allows us to lift up communities, to connect the unconnected, to serve the underserved, and to do so many things for countries they couldn't do by themselves. That's the beauty of this program. It is Cisco's purpose manifested on the ground to power an inclusive future for all.
Congratulations to the CDA team on their 10th anniversary.
Happy anniversary, CDA.
Happy 10th anniversary.
祝福 CDA Country Digital Acceleration Program 10周年快乐.
Congrats to the 10th anniversary.
On behalf of all your friends at Intel, happy 10th birthday, CDA.
Happy 10th anniversary CDA.
Chúc mừng chương trình Cisco CDA 10 năm thành công.
Happy anniversary, CDA.
Happy 10th anniversary, CDA.
And here's to 10 more.
Happy anniversary, CDA.
That is just amazing to see. I haven't been able to see the whole thing all the way through, so that was my first time as well. Extraordinary. Those are all of the people, or many of the people, that have made CDA successful, partners all over the world. As the innovation officer at Cisco, I'm responsible for two things. One is the CDA program, which we're celebrating today. The other is a networking academy and all skilling. And the reason that we've combined those two is so that we can skill at the speed of innovation. So as we're learning, as we're innovating, we are doing everything together with a single purpose, to make sure that we have the most skilled, most advanced workforce in the world. Now, one of our partners that's not here today is Mikhaila Fedorov. Minister Fedorov keeps Ukraine connected amidst the war, amidst all of the turmoil. He and Valeria have stood steadfast and kept the drones flying, kept people talking to each other, kept communications open. I know he wanted to be here today, but in lieu of his being able to be present, he has made a video for us to send greetings. So if you would, please roll that video. Thank you.
Greetings from Kyiv. Thank you for inviting me to join the conference, and my sincere apologies for not attending in person. I'm excited to have an opportunity to speak today and express my gratitude to Cisco team for the consistent support and trust, as well as to talk briefly on results we've already achieved. It's quite an honor for our team to cooperate with you and become part of the Country Digital Acceleration Program. Together, we're working on advancing digital education, supporting young talent, and implementing cutting-edge technologies across the public and private sectors. Providing efficient and modern education during the full-fledged war is indeed a challenge for the government. I'm grateful for the support we've received under the CDA program. Almost 2,000 Wi-Fi routers and 1,000 web cameras have been received by Ukrainian schools. This is a valuable contribution for ensuring uninterrupted education in shelters, as well as supporting teachers in opportunities to give online lectures. Another joint big track on education is CDTO Campus. This is a special free educational platform for future innovation and digital leaders who will join government and regional institutions. so we make sure digital reforms will be continuing and fully implemented. Beyond education, Cisco has played a key role in supporting Ukraine's first sectoral innovation strategy, Win-Win, which focuses on cutting-edge digital transformation initiatives. One of the first strategies under this framework is the development of autonomous technologies and UAVs, helping to drive progress in agriculture, logistics, defense, and infrastructure. Thanks to collaborations like CDA, Ukraine is positioning itself as a leader in the future of autonomous systems. One more success story, the first augmented reality hub in Ternopil City. This state-of-the-art space is equipped with tablets, AR headsets, and hologram creation devices. And the best part, anyone can use them for free. The last but not least case of our cooperation is the launching of a full cycle of online marriage. Approach of our team in terms of digitalization is not to digitize the bureaucracy, but to do re-engineering of service. Thank you once again for your support and belief in a digital Ukraine. We have many exciting projects ahead, and we're confident the best is yet to come. I wish you productive conference and new milestones in 2025.
Yes. Minister Fedorov, imagine we think of ourselves as innovators. But we get to innovate in a very safe space. We get to innovate freely in laboratories, in centers of innovation around the world. He's innovating in the middle of a war, and doing so at a pace that would make anybody jealous. Absolutely remarkable what he's been able to do. And he's done it all together with his partner, the deputy minister, who actually makes things run. He gets all the credit. Valeria actually keeps things going. And we're going to hear her story. And what's compelling here is that I can't think of a better example of CDA and its impact than what Valeria is going to be talking about today. It is the seminal example of CDA's impact in a changing and often violent world. So with that, I'd like to introduce Valeria. There you go.
Thank you. Its system will collapse. Well, world, let us prove you wrong, because it works. Ukrainian GovTech powers millions of citizens with state digital services. Its tech capabilities fuel civil and defense innovations. And its IT talents help global businesses solve their most challenging problems. Ukraine ranks 5th globally in terms of digitalization. Day by day, we advance our digital potential, so that one day you would say, Ukraine is definitely doing things right. Digital State UA, because it works.
Good morning, dear ladies and gentlemen. It's an honor for me to be here today and have the opportunity to share the story of digital Ukraine and the remarkable partnership which we have with Cisco within the country digital acceleration program. So first of all, I represent the Ministry of Digital Transformation of Ukraine, which is the newest ministry in the Ukrainian government. We are only 5 years old, and we have a big vision. We want to build the most convenient digital state in the world. And over the past 5 years, we have conducted a huge number of digital reforms and digital products. I will show you the status quo for now. This is the latest e-government development index by UN, and today Ukraine is ranking 5th in the world in terms of digital services. For instance, in actually 2018, Ukraine was on 97th position. So quite a good progress, 97 positions in almost 6 years. So speaking about the biggest reforms and biggest, I would say, biggest impact, I can't but mention the extraordinary organizational structure which we now have in the Ukrainian government for digital transformation. In 2020, we have created a new position which is called Chief Digital Transformation Officer. Those people operate on the level of deputy ministers or deputy governors, and they are working in every ministry, in every agency, and in, of course, regional councils. Our minister, Mikhailo Fedorov, is also the deputy prime minister, so he can coordinate all of the reforms on national and regional level, and that helps us to really move fast with digital transformation on all of the levels. As I've said, we have really created lots of different products and I would say services for these past 5 years. But because we don't have too much time today, I would like to make an emphasis on DIA ecosystem. So DIA ecosystem is a governmental ecosystem which consists of 6 different products. The first and the core product is our state super app DIA, which is used by 22 million of Ukrainians, which is half of the population of Ukraine. And I would say that DIA today is installed on 70% of smartphones in Ukraine. So we have 28 digital documents available in smartphone, and by the way, Ukraine is the first country in the world where digital passports are totally equivalent to paper or plastic ones. We have more than 30 digital services available in DIA app, including DIA Signature, which helps to open bank accounts online or to sign documents online. And of course, Ukrainians have been able to pay fines or to pay taxes through DIA just in 2 clicks, even before the full-scale Russian invasion. But when the invasion started, we had to shift our strategy, and we have created a lot of other services which we never thought about. Like, for example, when Russian missiles started to hit residential areas, people went to the shelters, and we understood that they don't have an access to news, so we have embedded TV and radio into DIA app. We have created a special service which gives an opportunity to Ukrainian people who had to relocate because of Russian aggression to receive an internally displaced person status and then to receive social financial assistance through DIA app. E-recovery, the service which helps to receive the compensation for destroyed or damaged property, and many, many other services which are available via DIA. We also have a state portal of public services, DIA, with more than 130 services available, including the fastest business registration in the world. So if you would like to open your business in Ukraine, you could do it online and just in 10 minutes or even faster. Apart from that, we are constantly innovating, and one of the biggest innovations of the last year is our service e-marriage, which we have developed together within the CDA program. By the way, this service was featured as a Time 100 Best Inventions of the Year. So speaking about digital transformation, it is really important that digital transformation kills corruption. We are always joking inside that Ministry of Digital Transformation is probably one of the best anti-corruption state institutions because we're digitalizing everything. We are trying to measure this anti-corruption effect. So these figures that you could see on the slide, they are related to a particular services which are already available through DIA portal. So it's not about the whole digital transformation, but we will continue to measure this, and with our progress, I think these figures will just grow. We have a lot of great experience, we have a lot of lessons learned, and we are ready to share this experience with the world. So I would say that we have opened the code of DIA. Right now it's just one document and one service, but we will continue to open more and more code so other governments could use our experience and digitize faster. We also are learning a lot from Estonia, who is our digital mentor, digital teacher, and we are very proud that Estonia also have learned from us in terms of the mobile application, and together we have developed a great pilot in 2023, which showed 85% of satisfaction rate of users, and just recently Estonia has launched their own app for digital services. We also have finalized discovery phases for several countries, which consists of a good report with explanation about digital infrastructure of these countries and whether the approach of state super app might be useful for these governments. When we are talking about DIA ecosystem, we also have DIA Engine. It is a low-code open source solution which helps to create state registries fast. So if you're a ministry and you want to digitize services, you need data. And of course, if you don't have the registry or the registry contains not qualitative data, then that's a problem. So this tool helps to create registries really fast. Another project of our DIA ecosystem is DIA City, which is the best tax regime for IT companies. And we have launched this project 2 weeks prior to the full-scale Russian invasion. Today we have more than 1,500 residents, and these quantity is just growing. Another great project is DIA Business, where we help to increase the level of digital maturity for small and medium enterprises. So there is a one-stop shop where SMEs could receive free consultations, information about expert, about digitalization. They can make networking. So you name it, and you will find anything you need to start or to grow your business in Ukraine. Apart from that, we have the network of offline hubs in 15 cities, including one in Warsaw, where Ukrainian entrepreneurs could come, could network, could actually share their products, could find partners, could find clients, and can make new connections. If we are building the most convenient digital state in the world, it's important that people have at least basic level of digital literacy. So that's why we really pay a lot of attention on the national level to that question. We have the national strategy for the development of digital literacy. We have a national edutainment platform for digital literacy and reskilling, which has more than 75% success rate. So this is a platform which contains content in edutainment format, in micro-learning format, in byte learnings, with personalized learning trajectories, with interactive simulators that actually motivates people to study and to learn more about digital skills. CDTO Campus, it's a great project where we prepare the next generation of digital leaders specifically for public sector. So ministers, deputy ministers, their teams, all of those people and those who would like to join the teams, they are studying in CDTO Campus and receiving the information, the knowledge, the expertise that they need basically to drive policies in their ministries. Just recently, the government of Ukraine has adopted the win-win innovation strategy, which contains of 3 pillars: strengthening innovation ecosystem, deregulation and opening markets, and prioritizing several directions. So we believe that investing in those directions and paying a lot of attention to these directions could help Ukraine to make the next digital and economic leap. So you could see all of them here on the screen. It's AI, secure cyberspace, defense tech, med tech, ed tech, and others. And already this year, we plan to launch centers of excellence for several of these directions, as well as we plan to start our operational work and build partnerships in order to boost these businesses. Just recently, Ukraine has opened an AI Center of Excellence. To be very honest, it was opened 2 weeks ago. We have really great plans for this year. So we make a big emphasis on AI for government efficiency and for ed tech. So I hope next time when we will meet, we can already show you some concrete projects. Apart from that, of course, we are paying a lot of attention to the development of defense tech. We have Brave One, our defense tech cluster. And today, there are already more than 3,000 developments when it comes to drones, unmanned robotic ground platforms, and many other innovations which are needed for Ukraine right now in order to defend ourselves from Russian aggression. Code UA, the great marketplace that was recently presented by our ministry and the Lviv IT cluster, which helps Ukrainian IT companies to tell about themselves on the world arena. Mriya, the new game changer. So this is our new educational governmental app that aims to change the educational system, to revolutionize it. So we are using AI in order to offer not just personalized learning trajectories or recommendations, but also to make easier to make the work of the teacher easier and give all the needed data analytics so teacher could focus more specifically on communicating with the scholar. Right now, this product is piloted in 40 schools in Ukraine, 100,000 users, scholars, teachers, and parents, and we plan to scale this application like really soon, starting from this year. We are also very proud that in December 2024, the Global Government Technology Center was opened in Kyiv, which is also a part of the Forum network. As you can see, the first one is in Berlin. For us, it's, I would say, it's a great achievement because this is a possibility for Ukraine to tell about our achievements in GovTech, about our great partnerships to all the world. And of course, a lot of things were done within or with support of the Cisco CDA program, and it is really remarkable. remarkable, I would say, everything, our partnership, the work of the team, the Ukrainian team. So special thank you to Guy, special thank you to Volodymyr Orlov, to Sergei Martinchuk, to all the team who is working with us on the daily basis. I would just once again remind you that there is really a big list of projects that was implemented, and now I will focus just on several ones. So this is our e-marriage service, starting from proposal via state super app, and then basically agreeing on date and time for the procedure, signing a certificate for e-marriage. Then you could go through the full e-marriage procedure online through DIA app, and we are using WebEx technology for that, thanks to CDA program. Of course, it is very important to keep spaces safe, and by spaces, I mean physical spaces as well as cyberspaces as well, especially in education. So thanks to CDA, we're keeping our schools safe in cyberspace. We have the opportunity to use we have a lot of data, and we have an opportunity to use like really top-notch dashboards that help us to understand the situation on different tracks, on education, on regional digital transformation, on telecom, which we are using on a daily basis, and it helps us to make better decisions. Apart from that, we are doing a lot of great work on the reskilling side and promoting digital skills. We have lots of new content which was developed within CDA program on DIA education platform. In 2023, the first immersive multifunctional hub was opened in Ternopil. This is a great place. Ternopil is a relatively small city, I would say, and this hub is located at the basis of university. But the amount of innovation which is coming from there is just fantastic. Here you can see just one example. This is the app for rehabilitation, which helps with the help of VR sets, art therapy, and direct communication with the doctor to fix the progress of the patient during the rehabilitation process. So this is just incredible how technology could really not just change lives, but they could really return back the quality of life. When it comes to CDTO campus, Cisco is a technology partner within the CDA program, and we are very happy that we have an opportunity also to have the top-tier content for our CDTOs and digital leaders. We have lots of plans for digital Ukraine for the next 5 years. Of course, it's the development of AI strategy and basically using AI. To be honest, we are already doing lots of things and piloting them, but I hope that in a year or two, we could really showcase you some great new things which we are doing with AI. We plan to promote and boost innovations in Ukraine. Innovations should become a new national idea for Ukraine, and we are working on that. We are doing a lot of work on the world arena, talking about digital Ukraine, innovative Ukraine, and we are very open and ready to share with the world everything we know in this particular sphere. And of course, when it comes to the continuation of our partnership, we really have some great plans with CDA to strengthen all the results that we have for now and to increase them in GovTech, in cybersecurity, in AI, and in innovations. With that, I would like to thank you one more time to Cisco team and to CDA program for this great opportunity to strengthen our digital transformation and for our partnership. So thank you, Guy, thank you, team, and thank you, dear guests, for having me today.
Thank you, Valeria. Thank you, Valeria. In closing, first of all, again, a huge thank you for coming out and hearing our story. The Ukraine CDA story started the day they were invaded. We sent metabuses to the border, so as women and children were coming over, leaving their husbands and partners back to fight the war, we were able to get them, provide basic medical care, provide basic mental health care, and allow them to make the transition as smoothly as possible. The next thing was Netacad stepping in and training 10,000 Ukrainian women when they realized that it wasn't going to be just a few days, it was going to be a few months, and then maybe a few years. And they needed to get employed, they needed to be trained up. And so we started Start IT, and our Networking Academy friends skilled up 10,000 women in security and networking and started new careers in Poland. There's going to be a point, very soon we hope, where Ukraine is going to transition. They're going to go from a war footing to a peace and rebuilding operation. We're going to be there for them too. We're going to commit to building the safest, most secure, most connected, most digitized country in the world. And I think we can all pray that that happens very soon. Thank you again for joining us.